Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. As you can hear, I'm still cooking my broth, and that's another video. So I decided to quit crocheting, and I was going to make some cookies. And one of my favorite memories as a child growing up, my cousin and I lived right beside each other, and my grandma and grandpa lived on the other side of her. So on snow days, we would go to my grandma's, and she would make us tea cakes, old-fashioned tea cakes, and we loved them every time it snowed. And I thought, what better way? Okay, Larry interrupted, so I had to stop that. But what better way to remember her and remember my cousin? They are both passed now, and yeah, it's a snowy day, and I'm remembering both of them today. And I wanted to share this recipe that my grandma made for us as a child. And maybe you will like to do that as well. So come along with me. Wow, shooting two videos at one time is it's something else. I've never done that before. But I'm getting ready to start these cookies, so okay, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to put all of my dry ingredients in this bowl. We're going to do, and I've cut this in half because we definitely don't need a lot of cookies around here. So I'm going to put a cup and a half of all-purpose flour. And I'm really just going to guess at this a little bit. That looks about right. Cup and a half of all-purpose flour. I do 1 teaspoon of baking powder. I am going to do maybe about 1/4 of a teaspoon of the baking soda. Let's see if I got yeah. Okay. And then we're going to do about 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And of course I'm using Himalayan salt. And that's all for this bowl. We're going to set this aside. And in this bowl, we're going to go ahead and we're going to, let me get my whisk. Because, of course, I'm not ready. We are going to go ahead and we are going to put, let's see how much, 1/2 cup of sugar. We're going to do a stick of butter, softened. We're going to do the egg. One egg. And then we're going to do, looks like about 1/8 of a cup of buttermilk. Now remember that I am cutting this recipe in half. And we're going to go ahead and I'm going to try to mix this up. And my butter is still a little bit, I may need to get my electric mixer out. No, I think that's going to be okay. A little bit. We're going to go ahead and do also 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. like I said, mix that real well. Went ahead and got my beater out, hand beater, or mixer, I mean, and went ahead and beat that. I'm going to put a little bit of the wet mixture into the dry. And I'm just going to stir this around. And we're going to shape this into a dough ball here in just a second. We're just going to mix it really well. Now you can also put some lemon zest in this, and also maybe even almond extract. I just done the vanilla. That's what I remember as a child. So okay. Get this out of my way because I have this canner right here. Really in my way. So now we're going to get some plastic wrap out. Get some of my mess up so I'll have a room. Okay, and we're going to get a little bit of flour. And put down. And I'm going to scrape as much as I can out of this. It's really sticky. I'm going to try to get all of that. There you go. Now, I'm going to make a ball. Form a really good ball. And I'm going to pull out some plastic wrap. And I'm really terrible with this mess, so bear with me. Okay. And we're going to cover this. We're going to put it in the refrigerator for an hour, covered in plastic. Oops, it's coming out the bottom. So let me pour one more. There we go. Like I said, we're going to put this ball of dough in the refrigerator for 1 hour. And then we're going to bring it out and we'll flour our surface back up. And we'll cut the cookies out and bake them then. If we don't let this rest, it will not hold the shape of a cookie. So we need to let this rest for 1 hour. I've got my oven preheating to 350. I'm going to put some parchment paper down. I don't know if you can hear me all that well. I have my dishwasher going in the background, and Larry's outside beating on something. So I don't know if you can hear me or not. So I'm going to put this right over here for the time being. We're going to put down, I don't know, something just happened to my camera. We're going to put down a little bit of flour. And I've brought out my cooking dough. And we're going to put a little bit on top. Just a little bit. And I'm going to get my hand in here. And I'll put a little bit on my... And we're just going to start rolling this. Well, the camera fell, so I had to put it at another angle. I don't know if you guys can see this or not. Okay, and I've got it pretty thin. I'll show you. Probably, maybe not that big. And let's get my pan here. And I'm gonna just put them maybe about, I don't know, ½ inch apart. Something like that. You can actually just make them however big you want to make them. You can do you know, any kind of cookie cutter. And these are not going to be perfect by no means. And, you know, I'm a pretty big gal and I love my sweets for some reason. When I was growing up, I didn't eat a lot of sweets. There was just some things I did eat, and this is one of them. So, all right, when I get these cut out, we'll put them in the oven. Okay, we're gonna try it. That's really good. Takes me back many, many years. Okay, that's it for me today. Please like this video and subscribe. And I will see y'all on the next one.